Welcome to the Fret Frontier. This is the last part of Silver Bells. We're going to be adding in our bells, the best part. So what we're going to do is start off with the E, and we're doing like little chord riffs, starting off from where the chord was. So I have my E, then I'm going to move over to the third string, second fret with the first finger, and then the fourth fret with the third finger. Then I'm going to move that up a whole step. So I'll have 4 and 6. Then I'm going to come back to 1 and 2. And the way we're going to play it, and this will be a repetitive rhythmic riff, and it'll sound like this. 1 and 2. Okay, so go with the feel of that. Just listen to it and follow that rhythm. Okay, so play with me. 2, 3. One more time. In my second measure, I've got the first finger on the first fret of the third string and then open on my first string. I'm using my thumb and my index finger together. Move the second finger onto the second fret of the third string, third finger on the second fret of the first string, play those together. And then come on up to this fourth fret, so it's a whole step up. Okay, so far we have this. Okay, and we end it with that E7, right? This note from the E7. So we're just doing, you know how we like to take little parts of chords. You don't have to play the whole chord. So we have our third finger, second finger. We're going to take this index finger, bring it over to the third fret of that second string, and play the third and second string together. Okay, so we have this. And what does this look like? This looks like the D7, right? And that also movable chord, right? We move this up. We have to adjust our fingers so that we can bring that D, that open D, up a whole step to get to the E. That's how we create that E7, right? Okay. And now here's how the riff sounds with the rhythm put in it. Okay, so we're sliding from the second fret. We hit them, slide them up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now for our A, we're starting off with the open position A. So we have third finger, second fret of the second string, second finger, second fret of the third string. And then we will go up a whole step from that to the fourth fret. Sixth fret with our second finger, and then drop our first finger onto the fifth fret of the second string. And then we will come back. Okay, now here's the rhythm. 1 and 2, 3. One more time. 1 and 2, 3. Okay, now we come up to this A chord, right, when we were doing our strumming, and we're going to take just the sixth fret of the third string and the fifth fret of the first string. Okay, we're just going to play those two notes. Now we're going to move our second finger up 1/2 step and drop our third finger down on that same fret. So we're on the 7th fret, both those strings. Okay, and then we're going to come up a whole step from there to the 9th fret. Okay, and then that ends coming back down to where we started, right down here. But instead of playing that first string, we're going to play the second string. So we're going to move that first finger from the first string to the second string on that same fret, 5th fret, and play those together. Okay, so now let's just play the notes, their positions. We start off first and third string, move up to the 7th fret, to the 9th fret, and then we come back down. That second finger is our guide, comes to the 6th fret, and we drop our first finger onto the second string now. Okay, so now here's how our rhythm will sound with a little slide in there. Okay, one more time. Okay, now we come back to our B. This is a familiar pattern. Second string and our fourth string together. Then we do our second and third strings together, just holding that chord, not having to change anything. But then we're going to move our little finger over to the 5th fret and bring our second finger down to the 3rd fret of the 3rd string for that beat right there, okay? So it'll look like this. Okay, do it with me. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then we are switching over to this 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 2nd fret on the 1st string together. Move this finger to your 2nd string. Hit the 1st string and 2nd string together. Move that configuration up 1 whole step to the 4th fret. Okay, and then we come back to our E. We're just holding the E chord and we are striking the 1st and 4th strings together, and then the 3rd string and 2nd string, just the way we ended our verse. Okay, let's just play those 8 bars together on 4 slowly. 1, not on 4, on 3, totally light. 1, 2, 3. All right, now in your next section that's labeled part D, our first 4 measures are exactly like the first 4 measures of part C. Then we go on to our next 2 measures, and under that B/F sharp, that first measure looks the same, but the second measure has an additional note added in there. So let's take a look at that measure. Before we did, and that was it. The difference here is we are adding a note. We're going to let go on this 3rd string and replace it with our 1st finger on the 2nd fret. A little bit of a stretch, but it gives us that nice little resolution, right? We're moving that note downward, creating a little bit of interest in the bass line. So it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, and then right into our E. So we're holding our E chord. We're doing the 4th string and 1st string together, 4th string and 3rd string together, 3rd string and 2nd string together. Okay, so just a slight variation on that. And then our last note is harmonic. So notice the little caret symbols around each side of the 12 there on the 12th fret. What we are doing is coming up to our 12th fret, and on most of your instruments you'll see there's a double dot there to help you find it, but otherwise count up to your 12th fret there. And we're going to take our 3rd finger, ring finger, rest it gently above the actual fret bar. So you're on the bar, not next to it, right over the bar, but you don't want to press down. You let it rest, and then just use your thumb across those 2 strings and move the fingers out of the way, and you'll get that little bell-like sound, which is so perfect for silver bells, right? We need a bell somewhere. So there's our bell. Okay, let's split them up. If you have never done a harmonic before, let's do it just on the 1st string. Rest that 3rd finger just lightly, really gently. Just let it kind of hover on that string. You're not pressing down. You're just touching gently. And then get that finger out of the way, get that nice ring. Same thing on the 2nd string. Get that finger out of the way. Then now do them together. Let the 3rd finger rest over both of those strings. Don't press down, but it's got to be over the bar. And get that nice ringing sound. All right, now let's go all the way through. We're going to play it together. We're going to bring the notation up on the screen, and that'll be it. You'll be able to put the 2 parts together. Go ahead and get your printout off of this lesson, and enjoy it. Happy holidays. Let's play together. 1. We're just doing part C and D, so we're just doing the bells. 1, 2, 3. right, great job. Hope you enjoyed that, and hope you and yours have a wonderful holiday filled with all of your favorite things. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next year.